You will be given a test to determine your ability to withstand shock.
Well, look who's here.
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
Do you feel up to it?
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
Rated X.
Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Watching? We're a weekly podcast discovering the bizarre, the disturbing, and the extreme, and everything in between. I'm your host, Chris, and I am joined by...
We all know how Lisa likes her. Rock fucking off.
Oh my god.
Lisa.
Wow.
How are you? How are you, Lisa?
Oh, I'm great. How are you, Chris?
Fantastic. We're also joined by...
Foes in the house.
What?
Foes in the house.
Yeah, that was...
Foes in the house. Foes in the house.
Foes in the house. That's Papa John's son, Bo, going, Bo's in the house.
Oh. Okay.
Foes in the house.
I'm here for it. I like it.
How's it going tonight, Bo?
It's going real well, you know.
Hell yeah.
I was super prepared for today's episode.
Good
I
to
feel like
hear.
I'm contributing a lot.
Damn right. You
A lot
always
more
do.
than that bitch, Lisa.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of people say she's just here because she's fucking the host. And I'm like...
Yeah, that does seem to be a lot of the feedback.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, I guess one little update thing, more for the listeners than you guys. If you want the transcriptions in the podcast, we have them. They're just not showing up on fucking Spotify or anywhere else for some reason. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix it or not. But if you go to rss.com and listen to the podcast there, I know it's asking a fucking lot because only Spotify and Apple exist, but transcriptions are on rss.com if you want slightly inaccurate AI transcriptions.
Oh, man. We seem like a real psychotic bunch when just rendered in the written word, right? That's got to make for an insane read.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, no. I might have to investigate that.
Lisa,
Yes?
do you mind telling me what the fuck are you watching?
Unfortunately, we're watching Daddy from 1973.
Hell yeah.
We decided to go random.
We went fucking random. We're throwing you a curveball this week. Normally we do kind of extreme horror, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at genres. You know, when I listen to a new song, I'll be like, oh, this is what? Like pop? And everybody would be like, nah, bro. This is indie sleaze. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. If I had to label this one with a genre, I guess it would be disturbing drama.
Well, as someone who has definitely seen the movie, I guess I'll just agree. I was good and co-sign that.
Daddy is directed by Nikki DeSant Fall and Peter Whitehead. Written by Nikki DeSant Fall and starring Nikki DeSant Fall.
So here's where the problems begin.
Rainier Von Dietz, Mia Martin, and Clarice Mary. You know, it's a fantasy about a woman's attempts to exercise the influence of her sexually domineering father.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is.
That's definitely what it is. Peter Whitehead, one of the directors, looks like he mainly just kind of did not necessarily music videos, but like
A lot of Pink Floyd music videos.
Pink Floyd,
That and Rolling
Stones.
Damn.
Almost like, I think they're almost like tour videos. They're basically like the precursor to the music video that we know. Yeah, did a ton of those. He also does have a couple of like documentaries and stuff under his belt.
So he was a roadie, the camera roadie.
Yeah.
What a fun life.
Oh yeah. And now I will admit I am a very uncultured person, but Nikki DeSant Fall is a prolific artist. Very famous, I think, like a sculptor. Her magnum opus, I guess you would say, I did hear about this, is the Tarot Garden. It's in Tuscany, huge, almost, it's like a big old park, like almost theme park size, just huge sculptures based off the tarot, just giant. She even lived in one of them.
Okay.
It took her like 20 years.
See, this is the direction I thought my own life was taking. Thought I was going to sculpt weird statues and live in them.
Hell yeah.
Could still happen, I guess.
Yeah. It could.
Is it? I should probably learn how to sculpt first.
Yeah.
Well, Nikki DeSant Fall was what you would call a outsider artist. She had no formal training or anything. She just fucking went for it. We see a lot of her, or a few of her sculptures in the movie. Another one of her big things are they're called nanas. The
mamas and the papas?
Why is it showing you pineapples?
Well, it's because Google fucking sucks dick now.
Did you mean pineapples?
Yeah, her nanas are basically women with exaggerated hips and thighs and breasts and kind of, like, I don't know, exuberant poses. And they're kind of scattered all over the world.
Well, that's interesting.
I think she first made a name for herself like in the 60s in the art world by making art and then shooting it with a .22 rifle. Or she would shoot like paint cans or whatever and splash paint all over.
So that's why she was doing it in the movie.
Yep. That's like her thing. And it turns out she was actually abused by her father as a child.
And that's what I was about to say I was afraid of.
She did not come out and actually say it until like 1992.
Oh, like 20 years after this movie.
Yeah. She was born to like a aristocratic family, like living in castles and shit, with a coat of arms and all that and everything.
Well, people with this kind of, this screams independently wealthy. This resume.
Yeah. She later like left it all behind and moved to America, or I don't know. She fucking moved somewhere and lived her boho dream. I assume independent of her parents' wealth, but I don't know for sure. I think she wanted nothing to do with her dad or even her mom, because it was kind of almost like a Game of Thrones type relationship. Not the sexual abuse part, but like, you know how the girls are really just there as pawns for political maneuvers. Like, you're going to marry this other wealthy guy and it's going to...
You're going to marry the guy I pick.
Yeah.
That's best for the family.
Exactly, yeah. It's almost like an Arya Stark situation. She wanted to be a knight after hearing all the cool stories about the knights. But her parents wanted her relegated to a life of counting linens. And I guess she said, fuck that. I guess her mom was pretty abusive too. She shared a story of her brother not wanting to eat his dinner, and his mom made him eat it. And when he later puked it all up, she made him eat the puke too.
Jesus.
Nom nom nom.
Wildlife.
Written and directed by Lucifer Valentine.
I was trying not to say.
I can't help it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's a very interesting person.
Well, I'm really sorry that I hate her movie so much, and I'm not going to change my opinion on it. And, I hate that happened to her. And I will maybe try to watch something else that she has done. And I think her art is cool. I think she's probably a cool person. Probably was a cool person. It says she died in 2002.
It should be like 100 almost.
I kind of think her art killed her. Because she was doing a lot of resin stuff. That whole tarot garden is made out of resin because she wanted it to be like long lasting because it's all outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she died of like respiratory shit. So probably just inhaling fucking resin for 20 something years.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting person. Dare I say, feminist icon. I don't know. I probably don't have the credentials to say that.
You can be a feminist.
Yeah, feminist icon. But yeah, I thought I'd share a little biography of sorts because this movie is basically a fucking biography. So,
well, yeah, seems like it, and I'm sad that she didn't come out and say that till 20 years later.
Yeah, I mean, she seems to have been struggling with it the majority of her life. She has named the summer that she was abused the Summer of the Serpents because a couple days prior to her abuse, she's seen two snakes intertwined together, and she was frozen in fright. And serpents make an appearance throughout her art for her entire life. They represent danger in men.
I can see that.
She really does have a lot of cool art outside of the nanas and the tarot garden. They're called like assemblages, where it's just a bunch of random shit piled together. And it's all like baby parts and fucking snakes. Those are probably my favorite. But anyway, I want to share this review from IMDb with you guys. This review is from Mr. Don Leone, or Leone. Gave it a 9 out of 10. Highly praised from Mr. Don Leone. One of the most beautiful movies I've seen in a long time, and it made me feel very connected because of childhood abuse that I witnessed myself. This movie contains it all and how we all want to have her revenge on around doors, and yet how this might not be the correct solution. Indians.
Okay.
A love nudity everywhere. It is remarkable that you can see these money images still and corrupted by left-wing society. Nowadays, you wet yourself. Okay? Don't bleed on my face. I love you. So anyway, to continue, it's a beautiful movie, and it is going deep to the problem in our society nowadays. And because of this, we need all to watch this, and for children on the chairs to see this kind of movies. The Truman Show is what life is all about. Love and children. The rest is but second base.
It is not the word colon. Let's just start there. Okay. It's not the word colon, even though it could be.
I was going to say, this is what's really unfortunate about Chris's disability is that then you get into this could be a paragraph. It's unfortunately, I think, just 3 sentences.
Yeah. There's one huge fucking run-on sentence.
Yeah, that beefy boy in the middle is just one, as delineated by one of the 3 punctuations used, which is that colon, as denoted by our disabled friend Chris.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need him to start saying period if he's gonna announce punctuation.
No, it's not.
Even throw in some apostrophes. Yeah.
I think the colon is the only one you really need to announce.
You don't need to announce it.
Maybe. I've always found the colon announces itself pretty well.
Yeah.
Is this so? Love this. Love this energy. I want to start off with the banger. This might not be the correct solution, Indians.
Yeah.
I agree. I think he's right.
Dude, you know what I'm thinking, man? I'm thinking this is a voice-to-text situation, and maybe
It's
this
gotta be.
person has a child or something, and they're like, you... In the middle of the left-wing society nowadays, it goes, you wet yourself, okay? Don't bleed on my face. I love you, you. So anyway, to continue, it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah. So, but also, what are you? Or what activity? If in the instance that this is like a text-to-speech situation or speech-to-text,
Don't bleed on my face.
what activity are you engaged in while? And you just, while performing this like postnatal surgery, you're like, oh, I really gotta leave a IMDb review of that movie Daddy though. So let's open that on up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do agree it's gotta be like a voice to text thing happening, surely.
And
but that was wild.
Fucking
The first
crisis.
That was wild.
Fucking crisis happened in the middle of this fucking review, dude.
The first sentence, I thought it was going to be like a legit freaking review. And then it just went insane.
And it feels like we ended up on, somehow it feels pedo apologist. I don't know for sure if that was just the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
Loving
I don't
children.
even fucking know.
It seems like they want more
The
naked kids on
Truman
this
Show. The Truman Show is what life is all about. Love and children.
The rest is but second base, bruh.
What?
Ugh.
What does that mean?
I don't even know.
It was such a fucking crazy review, man.
Well,
Hell yeah.
shout out to that guy. I hope he's okay.
All right, 1973's Daddy.
Look at all those dicks.
Hell yeah.
So I've been told to eat a bag of dicks. Is this what it means?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Okay.
That's a bag's worth of dicks right there.
Yeah. A shopping bag.
Yeah, like a clutch.
Yeah.
That was a fucking bunch of bananas worth of dicks.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. A little more than a clutch.
Just depends on the size of your hand.
I was just saying, some of those dicks look kind of small.
Oh, yeah. Wait till he gets that blood pumping, though.
Well, I was just saying, only 2 of them get hard at all.
And if they're in a bag, they're not getting hard.
That's true.
So this is kind of like her sculptures and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
She did one with a bunch of presidents' heads. JFK was one of them.
Oh.
Blue fucking red paint all over it.
Mhm.
Like a month before fucking
I like
JFK got assassinated.
Oh my gosh.
So everybody's like, what the fuck?
I like the little dragon with the baby
Yeah.
doll in
Yeah.
his mouth.
Man, see, but Kathy Griffin does it one time with Trump's head. We fucking don't let
Yeah.
her work in America for a year.
Yeah, this whole shooting paint can thing kind of like rocketed her into fame in the art world for the first time because it was a woman shooting a gun, among other reasons.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's definitely interesting, and to learn that it was her actual art in this time period is even more interesting.
Before she even did this, the shooting thing, she had a portrait. She stuck a fucking dartboard where the head goes, and people that visited the art gallery could throw darts at the head.
Oh.
I'm not surprised she did well, because...
Yeah, it was kind of one of the first, like, audience participation art things.
Okay, so she has like a telegraph or something that says, Daddy drowned. Come immediately.
Yeah.
Funeral's Friday. And then it said something like, please show some respect, at least to his death.
Love, Mummy.
She crossed out the love.
And so, you know, that just shows you that her mom's like, God, why are you always acting up towards your father?
Yeah.
Come home for his funeral at least.
So he was a little rapey. Move on.
That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, and you know, I guess it's possible the mom didn't know.
Maybe.
I doubt it though. I feel like she definitely told her mom at some point. Oh, there's one of the little things on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Coming back to Daddy's castle.
Yeah, and you said this is like almost exactly how she was raised?
I don't know if she lived in a literal castle. I know she was like rich fucking family, like aristocrat type shit.
Okay.
Daddy was a banker.
Yeah, my guess would be no, but I could be wrong because there's not the world over. There's not like a ton of like castles being like occupied like as a residence.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was born in 1930, France.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and she's looking down at that pool. I wonder if that's where Daddy drowned. And then she's going through this freaking hedge maze thing.
Not much of a maze when it's 2 feet tall. Eh?
Well, that's what me and Chris talked about. Yeah, like.
Yeah, you're not getting lost.
I think it's just there for the look of it. They just wanted to look like they have a hedge maze.
A hedge obstacle course, maybe.
Daddy got tired of getting lost in that motherfucker, dude.
Fucking hacked it in half.
I'm fucking blindfolded. Come on. Opening the coffin to see Daddy. Daddy's just a giant dick.
Stroking the balls of Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gotta be what it is, right? Like, she was obviously opening what looked like a coffin, and we just see a giant dick sculpture.
Yeah.
It's gotta be just the metaphor that Daddy is a giant dick. Okay.
Yeah, not subtle, this.
Well, I mean, since Daddy sexualized himself on his daughter, that's all she can see now. It's just his penis.
Yeah.
He's not Daddy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's Daddy.
Part 1. Daddy's little
There
girl.
was a little girl who dreamt she lived in a
I don't like that bug crawling on the...
I was just about to say...
What the fuck?
Remember, Daddy, how
Dick
much I
move.
loved you? You made my life into a fairy tale. Do you remember Blind Man?
That man has on a hateful wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy looks a little fucked up.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Daddy looks like... What's the doctor from Back to the Future?
Doc Brown.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like his... rich younger brother or something.
Yeah. God, what is the guy's name that plays him?
Oh, Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah. I knew it was Christopher something, and I was like, I kept wanting to say Christopher Walken, and I was like, I know that's not it. Not Christopher Walken.
Blind Man.
Imagine Back to the Future, but Christopher Walken.
That'd be great.
I need a flux capacitor.
Did you think you'd caught me? Blind Man?
It is visually... Like, this is all very visually stunning. Right? Like...
Yeah, it's this is like, I don't know, a fucking art piece, I guess.
Yeah,
I know, it's
I knew I was
unfortunate.
gonna like it.
It's unfortunate because I know that if I'll discuss it in a minute.
Yum. It's like we're on our way.
Yeah.
Where are you?
She like
Really, you want to kill your father?
basically threw him down the stairs. It's like, oh, you're blindfolded. Come to these stairs. Daddy's birds.
Fuck those owls, dude.
Okay, so owls are terrifying creatures,
Yeah.
right?
Just
We
birds
can all
in
agree.
general scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm not super sold on birds, but owls especially. What a dark-sided animal.
I kind of like that fucking exacerbated looking hawk thing that we seen earlier, but these owls
Oh, yeah.
can fuck off, dude. I
loved you most
don't
of all,
like 'em.
Daddy, when you were with your birds.
This bird right here
I
is kind
loved
of cool.
If you really loved anything else in the world so much as all your different birds, your owls, your eagles, your falcons.
That one's for sure a falcon. I don't know what that other little guy was. I couldn't really make it out.
Yeah.
Surely, it was surely another falcon though.
I wanted so much to be one of your birds. What a thrill it was, Daddy, to be allowed to watch you when you played with them. How miraculous it seemed that the birds were so free to fly away and leave you. And yet they always returned, as if you held them by an invisible thread. One day I knew I would fly away too. Would I be able to escape that invisible power?
Why do all these old movies have fucking like pubes on the fucking film or something?
It's probably legitimately a hair or something.
Yeah.
One day I would grow wings instead of breasts, and I would float away on the wind. How was I to know that I was just one of your prey?
That hits pretty hard. Good poem, Nikki.
Of course it hits pretty hard. This was her fucking life. Oh, the
Chapter 2.
monster. The monster, and then Daddy standing at the pool, and then little girl completely naked. Just walking around the pool. Jumping in the pool. There's nothing sexual about this exact part right here. But there's no reason for it either. And for all the things they cut out of movies, why haven't we cut this out of this movie yet?
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do
I
without
guess
those.
if it was like re-released or something or like remastered, I doubt this would make it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know that there's a ton of. It's got to be a niche community that even is aware of this.
I don't. The only people I ever hear talking about it are fans of the artist.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's already just lost me with just the, you know.
Sort of gratuitous child nudity.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
seemed so long. And then we immediately come into this part of her in her little Sunday dress and hat in the woods with Daddy, getting ready to play blind man.
What a monster you were. Blind man, sure you can't see? Because you were blind, Daddy, I trusted you. I loved you. Turn around 3 times and try to catch me.
And, you know, just this
That
whole...
bothered me more than
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated that.
This entire scene, this
Oh.
entire fucking scene, where they're just frolicking in the woods.
Mommy can't see. Blind man.
Oh.
If you want to talk about what she's saying, you're going to have to pause because I'm going to talk over it. Just saying. This
Well,
entire
she's-
scene where they're frolicking in the fucking woods and he's just wrestling around with this girl. And I know that we don't see anything actually like sexual, but just how close it gets and how creepy this whole fucking thing is. To think that someone would let their daughter do this scene. That someone would be okay with a child actually filming this. Like, I feel like that kid's probably fucked up just from filming it. It's creepy and weird. The entire thing.
Okay, so I know the woman that plays the mom, this is her daughter. Now, the three adults here, Nikki,
Right,
Daddy.
because isn't this the like boyfriend of the mom or something?
Yeah, it's some weird shit like that. But I think Nikki was fucking the dude and the woman at the same. They're wild people.
Uh-huh.
So they're all
Yeah,
like.
because we decided it was like
the
a
70s.
yeah.
And yeah, they're just, I don't know. I think they're kind of like a close-knit group. And I think kind of the way it was filmed kind of lends itself to its more disturbing nature. I really don't think, he kind of peels her sock off and shit.
Yeah.
And it's super uncomfortable and it's very effective. But I mean, nothing really happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nothing happened, but to me, it's creepy and weird, and anything that happened after this part didn't matter to me.
And I think they're kind of, living that almost libertine lifestyle, man. So I bet they were all naked swimming in that fucking pool, dude.
So
that's fine with me, but the fact
I
that
was just
they
about to say,
filmed
I'm
the little
vaguely-
girl.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'm like a little like a European about this or what, but like I've gone to like I've been whole families swimming naked together. It seems almost kind of normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're a really fucked. I think we're really fucked as a society where like nudity in general is concerned.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm defending it because we could have left out the whole fucking pool thing. But,
Well, it became creepy because I don't know, there's something, I know it was made this way on purpose because she's also narrating it with this like, how could you, Daddy? I trusted you. The blind man, I trusted you because you were blind. Turn around 3 times, see if you can find me. How could you?
Mm-hmm.
And so, then it's made so ominous seeming in this.
Yeah.
And yeah, him just sort of standing over the pole, observing her was dark-sided and creepy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a fucking tough subject.
Mm-hmm.
Tough fucking movie, man. I mean, I
agree with Lisa that this frolic through the forest though is more unnerving. It's more. She didn't say more unnerving, but it's more unnerving to me.
No, it is.
Okay.
Because I was already just mad about the naked kid,
Yeah.
and then we immediately go into this, and I was like, nope.
Well, and because it's intimating like how you'd like roll around in the hay with like a partner or something.
Yeah, it felt like he's like caressing her leg and like pulling off her sock and like almost kissing her.
Yum.
Art's hard, baby.
And that's fine, and I'm allowed to not like it.
Yeah, no, I don't need that bit either. I don't need to see the naked kid. It doesn't look.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I think this part was sufficiently creepy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Cut the naked fucking pool scene out and just leave this in, and I think that tells enough.
Yeah,
it's doubly fucked though. It's like we were saying earlier. It's only so fucked because we know without a shadow of a doubt that that's exactly what someone out there is going to look up just to jack off to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's just why it's fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true.
So you don't want to produce content that encourages that sort of deviancy.
I'm sure this is a fine movie. I'm sure this movie's not as terrible as I think it is, but this whole 5-minute section we've had here just fucked the whole movie for me.
I think this.
No, that's valid. I can already tell you, if it carries on in the same style, as long as I also don't want to spend any more time with the naked children.
Yeah.
I don't even particularly care for clothed children.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if children weren't depicted in movies at all. But,
I think this part right here is very important to the film.
This is like the axis of it.
Yeah. You cannot cut this out.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I guess, this is just a trigger for me, and it's going to make me hate the movie. And now we know that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not trying to convince you.
I guess I have what you might call a significant amount of trauma sort of related to this area as well.
Yeah.
I'm not so I'm right there with you. I'm just kind of something about the frolic through the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
was just especially dark side.
No, yeah, I wasn't abused as a child, but yeah, no, this fucking hits even for me.
Yeah.
I could feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted with this part.
No,
this is the only part that I have a lot to say about. So.
Yeah, it's a heavy fucking part.
Yeah.
Don't tell Mummy.
Yeah, don't tell Mummy. Don't tell Mummy.
Yeah.
Down on your knees. Sure you can't see?
Yeah.
Mummy can't see.
Too fucking real.
But I am your eyes, Daddy. I will lead you through many countries. I will conquer the world for you.
Yeah, and I bet this blind man thing is
God, Daddy.
I wonder if that's just creative storytelling.
I don't know.
Because that whole narration she just did was clever.
Suddenly I knew how ridiculous you were. But how proud I was of you, Daddy. How proud.
It's strange to be a Franken transplant and then adopt this sort of it's not quite transatlantic. Is this her narrating?
Yeah.
And that is why I always loved to play blind man, Daddy. I was so proud whenever you asked.
And this weird little walk she has. It's like they were trying to make her walk
Yeah. They're like, walk all weird. And she's trying, but,
Yeah, walk like you just rode a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she went back and forth between France and America a lot.
Then we ended up with this nondescript British thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her accent.
I don't know a whole lot about her life, but yeah, she did move around a lot.
Yeah, so we've got the mother and the father featured here in their Sunday's best, but some hateful wiggery afoot.
Oh yeah.
We've got the Party City visible mesh situations happening.
Got the whip out.
Yeah. I don't know what they were talking about, but it was rubbish, and he's not happy about it. And now that he destroyed the dining room, he's gonna whip her.
And she's going, oh no, not again.
Yeah. You cheap bitch.
This is how I talk to Jack in normal conversation. Yes.
Yeah, look at all these famous people on my wall.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, they all see our shame. And now I have to freaking rape you and whip you.
Chapter 3, when I'm grown up, I killed Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is when it gets good, surely.
Yeah.
Oh, more stuffed birds. Listen.
It's a
What's our
bride and
stance on
groom.
taxidermy?
I'm down as long as you're making like
Bullshit like this?
like chimeras.
Oh, okay. Like fantastic
Yeah.
taxidermy.
Oh,
Okay.
this is... Daddy's showing her the taxidermy bride and groom and telling her about her future and how she's gonna
Don't ever get married.
marry a nice man one day.
Than
And
you could ever do. They're just
And then you're going to live with him
mommy's telling her, don't ever get married.
like ours.
cooking,
Looking.
washing. And they just want one thing, that's all. They're just... We could do without them, you know.
And you're going to have lots of children. And a son, of course. And you're going to bring up your son in the castle.
You'd do better off just finding yourself a nice girlfriend.
And maybe he's going to have my name.
They drink. God. Then they sound ridiculous then. Haven't you heard him how dumb he sounds when he drinks, for God's sake?
And it's going to be a nice life for you.
You just enjoy yourself. That's what you do.
And then, yeah, I don't understand that whole weird thing that's going on right now here where she's like in a sculpture wrapped in a blanket and daddy's like looking in at her and she's asleep, rolling around.
Creeping on her while she's sleeping. He's going fucking, I don't know, crazed pedophile mode, dude.
I think this is like a when I'm asleep I'm safe, but he's creeping into my dreams and shit.
Nah, I think it's a pretty strong scene.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. And then in between that, you have clips of daddy walking her down the aisle to her wedding. As she's an adult, And then flashback to her in the little sculpture. Just back and forth. And, yeah. She's apparently marrying just a monster made of babies.
That's what women are good for, making babies.
Yeah, you might be right. This might be like I'm assuming we get to like revisionist revenge at some point.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah, it's almost like...
But now it's like almost her honeymoon and she's undressing her husband and it's just daddy playing blind man.
It's always daddy.
Shot daddy. Fucking firing line style.
But the whole thing when...
But daddy's creeping on a bed.
Yeah. And she's like grown now and daddy's creeping on her while she's sleeping. And
Yeah. Because even...
sitting on the sculpture.
Even as an adult, daddy still haunts her.
Mm-hmm. But now she's an adult sitting on the sculpture touching herself also.
Daddy's drooling. And
Daddy's foaming at the fucking mouth.
That spit is thick. He must have been high as hell, dude. That's some cottonmouth spit right there.
Yeah. Now, part 2. She's all grown up. Coming home in her suit. To daddy in a wheelchair all tied up.
She is quite striking.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, had a brief stint as a model.
And I used to tell you everything about myself.
She was on the cover of Vogue.
Nice.
Oh, well, if you're going to do a brief stint, that's the fucking way to do it.
Yeah.
How I used to dream I would punish you one day, Daddy. By showing you the whole truth. By opening your eyes to all those things that you refused to see. Now that you're about to fall into that long...
Daddy has real hair and a mustache now, so he's kind of hot.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better.
Yeah.
Almost like a Tommy Lee Jones sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna rub her face on a harp all weird.
Hell yeah.
Gross. And also rough. Have you ever felt it? It's like a...
Yeah, those strings are thick.
Yeah.
As you had over her body.
Stop touching yourself, dirty little girl.
So is it...
Stop that, dirty little girl.
Are nightgown situations like this hot? Or is it like...
I like it. I don't know how
I do
guys
too.
feel.
This is what I'm wondering, if this is a female gaze thing. Because I don't know guys that are like, yeah, put on the sexy vampire robe.
Stop playing with the furniture.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
If she would quit being so fucking weird, it'd probably be hotter.
She can't help it.
Does the brunette George Washington wig help?
I was feeling the straight hair a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's talking about she dreams of going to a brothel and picking up a guy that looks like daddy and having sex with him for a half hour and then taking him back. Yeah.
I dream of taking mommy away.
Yeah, I dream of taking mommy away so she can live the life she deserved.
Gotta save mommy.
Yeah. I don't really know what's going on right now.
This is the fantasy of the saved mummy.
Yeah, she's living the life she meant to live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's mommy on the bed and she's here talking to her now.
They're talking about fucking.
Uh-huh. Her and mommy are having a good time living it up as single ladies.
And their best orphan Annie wigs.
Man the night before was a terrible guy. One drink at the bar, that's all I got from him. And he smelled. Oh my God. Thought I walked into a pine forest.
Okay, well, she said smells like it was going to be something dastardly, but then pine forest sounds sort of lovely.
Do you remember how often we used to meet, Daddy? At least 3 times a day. At meal times. And do you remember how angry you used to get with everyone? I imagined it quite differently.
He with daddy.
Stand up. I bought this medal especially to prove how dumb he can really be. That is really...
Damn, the knocker's on mummy.
Oh,
yeah.
damn, mummy.
Yeah, this was when mommy looks really good.
Yeah, that orphan Annie wig was rough.
Their little fantasy tea party where they're having tea and daddy's the butler with no pants on.
They call this, what is this, the Donald Duck?
Yeah, Donald Duck.
This,
Winnie the Pooh.
it is outdoors, but it's featuring a lot from the kitchen, especially those bull horns in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll take you there.
What is up with monocles, dude?
We're back to these fucking hateful wigs.
On your knees. Get down.
Oh.
Bark. Louder.
Was that really the sound he's
Yeah.
generating?
That's a bitch dog.
I was gonna say, God damn, Chihuahua. The fuck?
Damn, daddy.
Bit louder.
Damn, daddy. He's a real bitch.
Louder.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when we bark or howl, it's... Oh God.
Oh,
Is this...
put some bass in your voice, daddy.
Am I toxic masculinity right now? I don't know.
I mean, but damn.
Come on, no.
I think we've had enough of him for today, don't you think? Go away.
What is up with monocles, man? Do you really have to, like, fucking pinch a monocle in your eye?
Show off.
Like
Kind
this-
of, I would assume. Because, well, it's not like pinch, but like it depends on how your brow lays, I guess.
Like if I relax my face, would my monocle fall out?
Yeah, I think that's what the chain bit is for.
As he's walking away, they were like, he's such a show off.
Fucking daddy.
Daddy's throwing a fit.
Threw the towel on the ground.
Do you remember the time when I told Mummy about our playing blind man together? She was so angry, because I think she would have liked the three of us to play it together. She would have been so good at it, I know.
And that wig, oh Jesus. Oh, honey, darling, dearest.
I'm almost alright with the white wig.
No, unironically, it's the one hanging on better than... what should we call that? The Carol Burnett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe on sideways, though, and that might have been on purpose. I'm assuming I'm going to assume it was on purpose, because the way that the curls are played, I think that was supposed to be the back of the head.
Happy birthday, Daddy. I've bought a present. One of my girlfriends has come to have tea with us from the convent.
It's very an atypical Marsha Brady type.
Say hello to Daddy.
Yeah.
Hello, Daddy.
Nah, that's a Jan.
Oh, yeah.
Turn around.
What do we know about this girl?
Got a big forehead.
Not a lot.
Do you think he'll like me?
If he doesn't, we'll kill him. All you have to say is, let's play blind man, Daddy.
Shall we play blind man, Daddy? Is that right?
Perfect. You'll be able to get anything you want out of it. Drink your tea properly.
You mean I'm not supposed to spoon it out like a shoot? Oh, this is a cup?
I just got out of the convent. We don't drink tea. I don't know why she's Southern, but it feels right.
I was educated at the Sacred Heart.
My pussy's real hot.
It's because of this merkin I've got on it underneath these threadbare panties.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I learned a lot of fucking weird shit about merkins.
Oh, those are so strange on premise, right?
They used to use them.
A pussy hat?
Yeah. Before they used them.
It's a dick cake.
Oh, it's a cake. Oh man.
She cut the tip off.
She was ahead of her time, but it's a cake.
Yeah, she's
Visionary.
like, here's the tip of this dick. Have at it.
Yeah, put the whole thing in your mouth.
She's just a little girl. She doesn't know what to do with it.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, she said lick it.
Now be a good girl for Daddy. I want you to make a little present for Daddy. Don't be frightened. That's it. Very good.
You know what that means.
Yeah.
She's making. You can see it in her face. She's making a present.
Yeah.
We're gonna poop in a pot.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I wanted this to end up.
Do you remember, Daddy, how we used to play blind man in the woods?
No, darling, remind me.
Yeah. I've only heard Blind Man 37,000 times.
It's not like you've mentioned it.
Do you remember how we played Blind Man in the Woods, Daddy?
So-
and now it's just her as Blind Man
Yeah.
and the young girl
The convent girl is the victim.
being the prey. So she is Daddy now.
Yeah.
And she's gonna molest the girl in the woods just like Daddy did to her.
What if he just said, no, but I do remember when you were French.
Yeah, I think this is pretty powerful because, like, I think, you know, a lot of child abuse. You know, like the
It
victims.
does self-propagate. It's a
It's-
cyclical. Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of always afraid, like, you know, like, what if I have that in me? You know what I mean?
Well, they statistically do, is the issue.
Yeah.
You're hard-pressed to find a child molester who wasn't child molested. They do exist, obviously, but statistically.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Turn around 3 times and try to catch me. Turn east, turn west. Catch as you can. Did you think you'd caught me, blind man?
It's just, I think, what this movie really presents is like the struggle, like the victim goes through, and all the weird little branches that the trauma creates.
I like that. Daddy. I won't tell Mummy. Will you always love me? I am your favorite, aren't I?
She's ready for you. She knows what to do. But there's just one little thing I've got to teach her. How to fake the orgasm. Stand up. Come here. It's very simple. You just have to start off by moaning a little. Yes. You're fantastic. And then you move. Would you like to try?
Yes, I'll have a try. Is that right?
You'd make a fantastic actress.
I really had an orgasm.
I really had an orgasm.
Just don't have one with Daddy. Keep them for your girlfriends. I haven't met a man that really deserves one. Why did you have this need to delude yourself that you had such power over all women? Was it because you were afraid of their power over you? You were jealous, Daddy. How you longed to be a woman.
You only treat women like shit because you really want to be a woman.
Fuck that eyeshadow, by the way, dude.
Which hers or his?
That
His.
glitter eyeshadow?
If you blink,
yeah,
does it like
that's
cut
dark side? Yeah,
Oh no,
Absolutely.
man! You get fucking glitter all in your
and
eyes.
it's fucking falling everywhere.
Daddy was just a girl in disguise.
fucking big old dick coming in?
I won't hurt.
Yeah.
About to fuck
I'll be
daddy.
very gentle.
Well, Daddy's a woman now, so the dick's coming for him.
Oh, Daddy, how silly of you not to take your pill like I told you.
Damn it.
Now
Daddy.
you're pregnant.
Daddy's pregnant.
I think you did it on purpose.
Oh, the hairy ass legs. And the I love that.
Daddy's giving birth.
Oh, is this my kink?
Daddy's giving birth to a bunch of deformed baby doll parts. It's horrible, Daddy.
Damn it, daddy.
Can't even have babies right.
Suck as a woman, daddy.
Worst woman ever.
Understand? You made such beautiful motor cars. You wrote such beautiful poetry about women and nature and ideas. You fought such beautiful wars for such beautiful ideals. I don't understand at all. I've got such marvelous news for you. At last, Daddy is dead.
3. Epilogue. Resurrection.
Resurrection of daddy? She's basically reenacting
Blind Man.
fucking Blind Man with her boyfriend.
You remember Blind Man, Daddy?
Yeah.
I may have mentioned.
I can't forget Blind Man, to be honest.
But yeah, her boyfriend's just a younger version of Daddy.
Now that my eyes are closed, I can fall into that darkness and join you. Now that you are no longer watching me, I am free.
All right, damn it.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
gotta.
I digress.
I'm sorry I said, hey, get married while you can. I opened a fucking can of worms.
No,
with
no,
that
no.
one.
It's fine. Yeah.
All right, god damn it.
Yeah.
Let's
I
get
should
back into this.
We might as well tell the kids goodnight before we start.
I don't know what's
We're
happening.
kind of fucking doing this
I
podcast.
know we keep
I'm
going
sorry.
way off topic.
Fuckers. Well, we watched the fucking movie tonight.
We did. And after watching it again, I feel a little better about it. I don't think I'm going to put it at the very bottom of my list.
Yeah.
It's still going to go low just because I think we can cut out the fucking naked child.
Yeah.
And I don't think we should cut out the whole forest blind man bullshit. But it is very
triggering.
I guess.
Yeah.
So watch at your own risk, I guess.
If you were able to have seen it accepting the nude child, would that have
I think that would have made it better, yeah.
Yeah, because it did take it just a notch in a stranger direction.
And it was just the fact that we went straight from here's a naked child for no reason to here's this weird, creepy molestation scene.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, it hit pretty hard. And yeah, dude, I think you could lose that naked kid at the pool scene and not harm the movie in any way.
No.
And it was the product of a different era, too, which,
yeah, I know.
We had naked babies everywhere then.
Yeah. I'm not as mad at it as Lisa is, but
no, I get that. Well, she's absolutely right. If it were redistributed or remastered or something now, they would absolutely take that part out.
But all in all, man, I did enjoy the movie.
I actually loved it. I like this sort of like avant-garde, hyper stylized, sort of just abstract approach to sort of processing. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like, it was her way of processing what happened to her.
Yeah.
And I think that's good.
Yeah. No, I was all for it. I loved the costuming. I thought the wiggery was hateful. Those eyebrows were from a different dimension.
Yeah.
I thought their affectations and or accents were. I don't know if contrived is too strong a word. I'm not familiar with the intricacies of her rearing or upbringing, but there's some sort of transatlantic, like, nondescript British thing happening with her speech pattern that I can't really pinpoint.
Yeah.
But otherwise, a very striking creature, this artist, and has put out a lot of compelling work, evidently, that I was just unaware of. I'm going to have to look into her more, because she seems like a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree this has, like, undertones of, you could argue maybe radical feminism, because I think feminism gets demonized as a word, like, inappropriately, because baseline, it just means equality. But we've morphed it into something else as a society. So I'm hesitant to, like, label anything feminist. But it is very, revenge fantasy, feminist themed.
So you guys think this is a feminist masterpiece?
I think so. It's hard because you don't. I want to say yes. There's themes of it, but also no, because she sort of lives long enough to see herself become the villain type of deal. Which I also relate with, because my fear has never been, oh no, I might start diddling kids, but it has been like I'm gonna turn into a manipulative psychopath like my mother, type deal, which I think everyone has some degree of in whatever arena applies to them. So I think I relate a lot with that. trying to like actively refrain from morphing into my fucking mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, man, I really do think this is a great movie. And I don't know if it's kind of fallen to the wayside because it is kind of older.
I'd recommend this to pretty much anyone. I know we don't really do the would you recommend thing anymore, but this is unironically one I would recommend to people.
Yeah, I think if we cut out the naked kid, I would definitely recommend this movie to people.
Yeah, that'd have to be a glaring disclaimer I leave with it when I do.
No, yeah, I think, dude, like, we don't do a lot of, like, content warnings and shit, man. But, like, I think this deserves one, dude.
I think so,
because this is, like...
Yeah.
It kind of fucked me up a little bit, even though it's not super explicit, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, we deal with, like...
There was no blood or gore in this movie, but it was very disturbing.
Yeah.
Which I think is a testament to, like, for the most part, a well-crafted film, but there was maybe a bridge too far on the...
Yeah, no, this shit was real, man.
Yeah.
We didn't know it during our first watch, but, like, you can just tell, like, this is a woman that has been through some shit. And the little power fantasies and all that are very real things that I think people go through.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it was all just different, like, how she could have dealt with her trauma. You know, she could have turned into daddy, or she could have went back and killed him, or, you know, she could have just became a fucking prostitute with mommy. Like, it's all just the different ways that it could have turned out for her.
Yeah, it's all just, like, fucking crazy little ways your brain goes.
Yeah.
You know, when you're fucking dealing with things. Nah, man, this is a fucking hard-hitting movie, man, and I was not prepared for it.
Yeah.
Glad we stumbled into this movie, man. This was a fucking crazy one, dude.
Yeah, this one was a good choice, Lisa.
Yeah. I guess so, as much as I said I hated it.
I'm glad you did watch it again, Lise. Maybe it kind of changed your mind a little bit, because...
A little bit.
You had me thinking I was fucked up. I was like, damn, this is a pretty fucking good movie. And you're like, this is absolutely dog shit.
Yeah. I was like, this is going at the bottom of my fucking list. I don't even care what happens for the rest of this movie.
I know. I was like, this is going to go below Black Mass.
And I was like, yep.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, that's...
No, I understand feeling responsive to something in a negative way. I just can't in my life imagine a world where I'd rewatch Black Mass of the Nazi Sex Wizard over fucking anything. You know?
Yeah, if we cut out the naked kid in this, I would rewatch it over probably most of the movies on our list.
Yeah. Yeah, then, I mean, the naked kid hit you pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's definitely not a good thing. But I don't know. I just kind of gave it a pass for some reason. I don't know. It just...
For me, it was just, like, so weird when I see a naked kid.
Well, and
then for it to
past
immediately
that.
go
Yep.
into that. Yeah. Like, that's what did it for me, was just the immediate going into that creepy fucking scene afterwards.
Well, because we've come around the bend on this as a society, and for the most part, we just pretty much don't feature child nudity anymore. And we've also hit a point in society where, like, if you come in defense for that at all, you almost seem suspicious. So
I know, that's why I've had to disclaimer myself so many times, like, I don't want to fucking defend this pool scene.
You know.
But
yeah.
So it's rough.
I don't know where my line is on the fucking child porn in movies, but this did not cross it. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the soundtrack was a banger.
The piano kind of drove me fucking crazy, though. Weird. I think it's just product of the time, dude. Like old ass movies, dude. There's always a fucking soundtrack going. There's never a quiet moment. And we did get like quiet moments or like no music moments in this movie during
Do you remember Blind Men, Daddy?
Yeah, the monologues or poems or whatever. And it was nice. Thank you for that. But piano drove me fucking insane. Damn good movie, I think. I think everybody should watch this. I guess, you know, in our circles we run in now, this movie's not talked about at all.
Yeah, it's not really because we're more on the gore. I mean, we're like on gore porn now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
This isn't really that.
As like a disturbing movie, man, I think this is one to watch. It kind of hits on a level that I don't think any other kind of fucked up movie we've watched so far.
Yeah, if you're into like avant-garde, like stylized shit, then you'll like this one.
Yeah.
This is what Chris wanted with the podcast. He didn't want us to just be gore.
Well,
he wanted us to just be disturbing.
Right, yeah. No,
so I feel
true.
like it's a good movie for us to cover.
Yeah, it's under the umbrella. We've been in a
Mhm.
like a specific subgenre for a few episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Anyway, Lisa, I need your star rating and your what the fuck moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 1 star.
Okay.
That's better than the -5 we were going with.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was going to be higher.
No.
Really?
I don't know. You were kind of talking it up after the second watch. You were like, it's
Yeah, but historically, she'll even argue that this is impactful because it hit her a way that she didn't appreciate, but that she, so that's what influences that rating.
Exactly.
Same with August Underground and shit. She said, this hurt because these are dudes I know.
Yeah.
Fuck their star rating.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Damn.
I think it could be a lot higher of a star rating. But for me, it was just uncomfortable. And for sure, if I could have seen it without a naked child, that would have raised my star rating.
And without all the feminism, because as we know, Lisa's a firm believer in, a woman being subservient to the man.
Exactly. Oh man.
What's your
Sorry.
what the fuck moment, Lisa?
1 star rating. What the fuck moment? The naked kid.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it surely can't be anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I wish
out.
I could have saw a version that was child porn free.
Yeah.
Like you can get the animal free cannibal movies. I would prefer a child porn free version of this movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Bo, what's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
So yeah, we're gonna be opposite ends of the spectrum here, my dear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 5 stars.
Oh, hell yeah. 5-star movie.
No, and I totally understand why you feel that way too. Like, I get it. It would be a good movie.
Yeah.
If it wasn't triggering and just child porny.
Yeah. I relate with the triggers. I've murdered the parts of myself that experience like human emotion for the most part, so
yeah.
I'm gonna go 5 stars though.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it.
I'm gonna write off the nudity as just more so a product of the time it was made in more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
but I agree that the impact that this movie had would have, it wasn't dictated by that nudity, so it did seem
No.
baseline unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
And that, just through the lenses of today, it never would have flown. That never would have.
No.
Well, I mean, and realistically, it probably wouldn't have been shot, but it definitely wouldn't have made the fucking cut.
No.
It's such an easy cut to make, too, man.
Oh, yeah. And so my what the fuck moment, I guess we'll go with so there's a part where the convent girl straddles the wheelchair man and begins grinding her pussy on his clasped knuckles.
Uh-huh.
And to say our convent girl has no ass would be a disservice to everyone else with no ass out there. It's more like it convexes in on itself type deal. And so then when she thrusts her pelvis forward while also Hunchback of Notre Dame like on top of him, it makes for an uncomfortable looking human body that I didn't appreciate whatsoever.
Yeah, it was not a flattering position for that woman.
I was sorry for everybody involved, except for maybe the pussy fist guy. He's probably doing okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
you got a pussy on your hands.
More could you ask for?
Yeah. What about you, Chris? What's your star rating and what the fuck moment?
I think I am going to give this one 4 stars. I really like the movie a lot. The acting was a little fucking wild.
No, not good actors. These people.
Probably because they weren't actors. I'm pretty sure they were all kind of artists and or sculptors.
Our main artist bitch gave a pretty good performance though.
Yeah, that's true. She was good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely fucking sold it, probably because it was real. But
especially knowing that this was 20 years before she really came out with all of her own stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was for sure just talking to her dad.
I think the cinematography was pretty good. There were a lot of really nice shots.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the direction. I think I might have a problem with. Something's kind of weird about this movie, and I can't really put my finger on it. But I mean, it is, that kind of outsider art. I think these are just people that wanted to make a fucking movie. I guess Peter Whitehead had a little experience as a
pimple popper.
Yeah. Making fucking music videos or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, apparently he was a fucking tour videographer or something.
Yeah. But anyway, that's why I gave it 4 stars.
Mm-hmm.
My what the fuck moment is... Okay, I want to go with with Daddy delivering the fucking babies and she's just pulling out fucking baby parts.
I fucking love this bit so much.
I know, man. It's probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, I like
it's not,
it.
Maybe
it is
not
very strange, yeah.
Necessarily a what the fuck moment.
It's the juxtaposition between his hairy ass thighs and the like pregnant, which I'm not saying, I know women have hairy legs, but
like that was obviously a man kind of hairy.
Yeah.
It's different, yeah.
It was just really funny that.
And she's just pulling out fucking just
deformed baby doll parts.
Yeah, legs sticking out of the fucking eyes, and it's just crazy. I guess honorable mention goes to the bowl of shit that they feed to Daddy.
Yeah. Well, and I was also gonna say if it wasn't for the naked child, my what the fuck moment would have just been the whole little blind man in the woods molestation scene.
Yeah.
Well, my secondary was Daddy's hateful wig. But yeah, I think that was more just amusing.
All right, Lisa. How spicy is this movie?
This movie is one of those like hot mama, red hot pickled sausage thingies that you buy at the convenience store.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just put some out today.
Big red pickled sausages that come individually wrapped from the convenience store.
I don't know.
Care to explain your...
Oh, yeah, I'll explain it to you. It is one of those things because when I was pregnant with my second child, I ate one of those because I was obsessed with those when I was pregnant with him. I ate one of those, and I also ate honey barbecue twist Fritos.
Oh, now these I enjoy.
Oh, yeah. I love them.
Best.
Yum.
And then an hour or so later, I threw up everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like red hot pickled sausage and honey barbecue Fritos coming out my nose.
I hate when your favorite things get tainted by a vomit
experience. I haven't ate one of those pickled sausages since.
I'd imagine
and it took me years to eat honey barbecue twists after that.
Yeah.
So I guess this movie's more of like the vomit coming out my nose after eating the red hot pickled sausage than the sausage itself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Directed by Lucifer Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right.
So, yeah, that's mine. Bo, how spicy is this movie for you?
Okay. Well, I was relatively not spicy, in my opinion. Nude child notwithstanding.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go with like a nice bowl of like curry or something. Like it's mostly just rice, but it's got some kick to it type deal.
Yeah, this has like undertones of spiciness because the subject matter is very spicy.
So yeah, it's a spicy subject, but yeah, not a lot of. It's so abstract in its depiction that it's not necessarily like, especially for our brand of spice, as indicated by history, it's not terribly spicy. What about you, Chris? How spicy was this movie for you?
I guess I'm gonna go with a penis-shaped yellow cake.
Oh, I forgot about the cake.
With cum sauce glaze.
Yeah.
That you lick.
Okay, does it have cream filling?
That you lick up every drop.
The bottom side was burnt though, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crispy.
A little cock cracker.
Yeah. She said, "Lick it."
The head of that
Lick
penis
that
is the size
cake.
of her whole fucking face. Where are you putting this movie on your leaderboard, Lisa?
I think I'm going to put it higher than I expected. Okay, so honestly, I think it's going to go in between Lolita Vibrator Torture and Black Metal Veins. I think I would rewatch this movie before I rewatched Black Metal Veins.
Yeah, I think that one might be a one and done for me as well.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable in a whole different way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's it going to go on your leaderboard, Bo?
Sitting at number 17.
Number 17 for me.
Lisa. All right, Bo.
Higher than I expected.
I think this has got to go. So, like artistically, I want to put it at number 1, but I think I've realistically got to put it at number 3 above Holocaust. Because also, it's a disservice to the people actually in those other 2 movies. Because Mommy and Daddy were not good actors. So, which this was a campy style movie, so a lot of that gets a pass.
Yeah, you're right.
But some of it, some of the whip behavior was shenanigans.
Yeah, that whole scene of Daddy raping.
Yeah, because then he sort of
Mommy.
intimates sodomizing her or something with the whip, but it's only tentatively going the right direction at all. I don't know.
And like, as she's crawling away from him down the stairs, she's like,
whipped him behind him.
And she's like, "Oh no, not again!"
Like, well, she's giving slut. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't understand why he needs anyone else, because that bitch has got it going on.
Like, the way she was saying it, she absolutely wanted it to happen again.
Yeah, and he kept fucking hitting the floor instead. Whip the girl. She's asking.
Yeah. She's been naughty on purpose.
New number 3 for Bo.
She had incredible boobs. The mom.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? What's going on your leaderboard?
I'm going to drop Cannibal Holocaust down a space on mine, too. Make it my new number 4. Mermaid's just kind of... It's hard to beat Mermaid.
Yeah, that one is special.
Apparently, I have it at number 3, too.
But, like, thinking about it, I honestly think Daddy should probably beat Bloodshock.
So I'm torn because they're not comparable.
Yeah, that's for
like,
the kind
across
of...
the board. So I'm it's really more just like the performances in Bloodshock were arguably significantly stronger than the ones in this one. Is pretty much what I based it on.
That is the detriment of the leaderboard. These are such wildly different movies.
Yeah.
That it's hard to compare them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. New number 4 for me. New number 3 for Bo. It's a big moment, man. It's
when
rare
we break the top 5.
Yeah. It's a rare occasion. Hell yeah. Well, that was Daddy.
Yeah, it sure was. And we had some different opinions, but we all agree that it was an impactful movie.
That we don't need naked babies in them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This was probably the most fun researching a person that I had.
Oh, what a banger lady that bitch.
Yeah.
She is so interesting.
A very interesting person. I implore everybody to fucking check her out if you've never heard of her. There's a couple of good documentaries on YouTube, mostly about her art. And, as we kind of seen with the movie, how she's kind of processing her trauma. You can kind of see it in a lot of her artwork as well. But anyway, that's Daddy. Damn good movie. Check it out. We are left to our own devices once again. We need to pick our next movie. Do you guys have anything you want to watch?
I do not have anything.
I was thinking maybe we should do 100 Tears.
100 Tears?
Yeah. It is a killer clown slasher movie.
Well, show us the trailer.
All right. We're going to watch the trailer for 100 Tears.
Ooh, chunky clowns.
So we're back to some gore.
So some slasher type shit.
I thought maybe we needed a simple movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
That one was kind of heady.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Hell yeah. So join us next week when we cover Marcus Cook's 100 Tears. Getting back to our roots, man. Just classic fucking gore movie. I think we need it. I definitely want to see this Marcus Cook movie because Bloodshot is everybody's number 2 right now.
That's what I was gonna say. He was involved in Bloodshot, so.
Well, and you could make an argument for it deserving to be number 1, but
yeah,
Tokyo Gore Police is just,
I know.
It was number 1.
It's another one of those, like, it's just a different.
It was our number 1 for I think like 8 weeks straight. So.
Yeah, from whenever that one aired to Tokyo Gore Police.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it'd be cool to fucking see something else from Marcus Cook. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of What the Fuck Are You Watching? Say bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
That's damn good. Did you think this podcast was as good as instant noodles? Or is it more like a cobalt blue tarantula? Leave us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Get in touch with us at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com, where you can leave reviews for the movies we've been watching, recommend other movies for us to watch, or leave any questions or comments for us to answer. Either way, thanks for listening.